Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Now here's Avdia. Here's Green. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
How good is Green at drawing solid contact? He plays with a ton of heart. He's really good at making the defense commit.
Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Avdia outside. Over Jones. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Well, the defense just concedes that mid-range, and Denny Avdia says, I'll have at it.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Jones. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. There's Ball with a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Here's Murray Boyles, hounded by Ball. Here's Jokic. Up again. Pass to Jones. The 3 ball. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Now Okoro. Now Avdia. Screen by Holmgren. Clock at 6. And Avdia, good for 3. Avdia's got 5 now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
New York, again, can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 6. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Jones feels it out. Back to Jokic. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Pass to Okoro. Avdia outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Now here's Jokic. Here's Murray Boyles. Healed on the wing. Here's Murray Boyles. Over Green. Murray Boyles can't get it to go. It's Avdia on the wing. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Here's Ball. And it comes off the front of the rim. Knicks trail by 6. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Green.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
The kick out to Ball. And the 18-footer right on the mark.
Well, you have to be willing to take what the defender gives you. LaMelo Ball gets into that mid-range, makes the defender pay.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Shed. Here's Jokic. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Jokic has gotten his second bucket.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one of a kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
A deep three from Ball. From beyond the arc, and then some.
LaMelo Ball able off the dribble to get into that jumper so fluidly there.
Back to Hardaway. Pass to Shed. From 12 feet. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Back to Okoro. The three. The rebound by Shed. Knicks trail by 9. Pass to Jokic. Fires the three. Gets the three to fall. Jokic has got 7.
I mean, with his three-point shooting, Jokic is able to draw opposing bigs out on the perimeter, and that opens up driving lanes for him and his teammates.
Now here's Green. The 15-footer. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, LaMelo Ball gets that shot to go. This guy's so talented.
Back to Jokic. Takes the three. The shot won't fall. Los Angeles leading by 8. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the middle. And the basket by Highsmith.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Substitution on the court.
The Clippers lead by 6. Pass to De Silva. Fires the three. He drops it from range.
Oh, it's just waiting threes for them early.
Outside Hardaway. To the wing, right side. From deep. Wallace pulls it in. So it's the Clippers now. Clark outside. Pass to De Silva. And here's Wallace. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Launches a three. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Now Los Angeles with it. Wallace outside. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Clark. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Let's go with a three. And the three-pointer goes. Jokic has got 10.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Here's Zubac. And no good, trying to use the glass. Knicks trail by 8. Pass to Jones. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Another strength for them today, guys. Mid-range shooting. Normally the defense wants to give you that shot. Let's see if they adjust at all.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball." Guys?
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional fives are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
Here's Shed, following the score by the Clippers. Here's Hardaway. And again, the Knicks missing.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
Harris on the wing. Puts up a three. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Here's the three. Gets the first one to go. Now 1 for 7 on the night.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long-distance look right there.
Pass to Clark. Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Yep, that one goes. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Shed. Back to Jokic. Pass to Hardaway. For three. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Hardaway's got 6.
Oh, that's money in the bank. Hardaway, terrific off the catch.
Back to Wallace. With 4 on the clock. Good as the jump shot falls. And here's Jokic outside. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Los Angeles up 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
There's a screen. Pass to Murray Boyles. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Shed. He's scoreless. Shot clock at 6. The fader. Murray Boyles can't get it to go.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Pass the ball. Back to Green. From deep, Holmgren. And it's New York with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Carlson. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11. Back to Ball. Pass to Holmgren. Over Jones. That's no good. He's 0 for 4. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Shed. Gets the 3 ball to go. Shed's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Green, a screen. Pass to Okoro. Back to Ball. The crossover. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
And here's Hield. Here's Carlson. Green covering. From outside the arc. Can't hit that one. Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Carlson. Out to the right wing. Here's Murray Boyles. Counted. So it's Los Angeles now. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Okoro outside. Jacks up a 3. Counted from distance. Okoro's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
To the right side. Pass to Hield. Here's Murray Boyles. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
Ball surveys the floor. Rebounded by Murray Boyles.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Pass to Hield. They get the rebound. Here's Shed. Over to the wing. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game.
So that's his second foul. Not a big deal yet, but you certainly don't want to pick up that third.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. New York making a switch here. Outside Jones. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And here's ball. 7 points in the game. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Jones. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. More teams are playing 5 out now, Doris. So if you're coaching, is that a system you'd run?
It is, BA, because so many players come into the league highly skilled. If you are a three-tool player, meaning you can shoot it, deck it, and pass it, and you've got 5 guys like that, look out. It is so hard to guard.
Off the outside. Pass to Green. Back to Avdia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Los Angeles shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Free throw good, Avdia. And Doris, the Clippers coach Ty Lue, considered to be one of the master tacticians on the NBA sidelines.
And BA, a lot goes into that. It's not just the adjustments in game or the play calling in late game situations. It's also the fact that this guy understands how to communicate with players, how to hold them to a high degree of accountability, and walk that line between demanding and being supportive. He is one of the game's sharpest minds.
New York working the ball around now. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent, his ability to dominate the defense.
Avdia from outside. Shot's no good. Made 4, he's missed 4 now. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Knicks. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. To the wing on the left. Pass to Murray Boyles. Can't cash it in from close range.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
There's Ball with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Okoro outside. Off the outside. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving it here.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And the basket by Hield. Hield's got his first points of the game.
Boy, Hield usually does his work on the perimeter. How about that finish inside?
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Edwards. Count the basket.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
And the Joker, one of the most efficient mid-range shooters in basketball, seems like he just doesn't miss.
Wallace with it. He's picked up by Jones. Harris outside. Now here's Edwards. Wallace right side. Over Jones. Wallace misses. Knicks trail by 4. Outside Jones. Pass to Jokic. Back to Jones. To the inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Los Angeles leading by 4. Pass to Harris. 4-3. On target from range.
And the coach is brave about Harris in his three-point shooting. Helps his team space the floor.
Inside. Here's Jokic. Inside. Jokic drops it in.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
On the wing, Wallace. Over Jones. Wallace misses. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Murray Boyles. And a two-handed jam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Out to Harris. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. From deep, it's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers lead by 5. Wallace with it. He's picked up by Jones. From behind the arc. Wallace misses. And here are the Knicks now. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. It'll be the 4th of 5 games for them on the road. Oh, stolen by Harris. In transition. Shot is good by Edwards. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Here's the hook. Oh, that one bounces around and comes back out. And so Jokic will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Jones. Back to Jokic. New York working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot here. Good on the bucket. And now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Sends it home from 3-point land. Wallace has got 7 points in the game. Jokic the screen. Pass to Highsmith. The 3 is up. Hits a 3-pointer.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities. Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Pass to De Silva. And he drives in. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Clippers ahead, up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Knicks trail by 3. Jokic the screen. Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to Green. There's the 3. Green able to hit from 3.
Boy, the ability to stretch the floor of this team is special. And when Draymond Green is converting, turn the lights out.
Here's Highsmith. He gets it in there. Highsmith's got 9 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Off the outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The painted area is not for the faint of heart, and Avdia making some contact happen. I love that.
And both free throws good for Avdia. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Outside heel. Now Jokic shoots over Holmgren, and it's Jokic missing. Ball outside. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Knicks trail by 6. Pass to Murray Boyles. From the arc. Ball with the rebound. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. The baseline J is on the way. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here are the Knicks now. Pass to Murray Boyles. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Boy, they feel tense to start the second half. They are 1 for 5, guys.
And here is Green. The three from Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Green. Holmgren's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Hield for three. He buries it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Green. Jones with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Pulls up for 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Now Green. Back to Holmgren. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Aha, so clever with the up fake. Holmgren is good at going into the contact in these type of situations.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
Pass to Green. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Back to Ball. 5 to shoot. Baseline try. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Knicks trail by 4. Pulls it. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, initially underestimated, Jokic has grown into a truly exceptional talent. We talk about modern bigs, but he's probably more like the big man of the future.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
Off the outside. Three-pointer. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Well, Denny Avdia showing you exactly why he was the 9th selection back in 2020. His offensive game is complete.
Here's Jokic. Banked it in off the glass. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Pass to Green. Ball outside. Jokic grabs the board.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Shoots from the block. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level. At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
And that one's good.
Oh, that's a cagey move right there. Tyus Jones showing no fear.
Here's ball. Pass to Anba. They need this. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Boy, guys, when you think of Denny Avdia, great positional size, versatile on both ends of the floor, and he's unafraid of the big stage.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And New York has possession. Here's Shed. Pass to Spencer. Here's Hardaway. It's tipped.
Boy, how about the D from Zubac there? The big man from Croatia doing some things defensively.
Here's De Silva. Harris down low. Nice move. Hardaway with it. 6 points for him. Here's Spencer. Back to Hardaway. That's good. De Silva's got 5.
High percentage look. You can't ask for much more than that.
Here's Shed. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Jones. They get it again.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now Harris. Defended by Jones. With the fadeaway. Spencer grabs the miss. Pass to Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Clippers trail. Now here's Wallace. He has 7. And here's Harris outside. It's rebounded by Carlson.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Over to the left wing. Here's Spencer. Pass to Shed. Now Hardaway. Here's Shed. Wallace pulls it in.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Fires from deep. That one is off. Outside Hardaway. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul of the game. And here's Hardaway. Give him 8. Pass to Shed. Jones from outside. Connects from downtown. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
And here's Edwards outside. Jones grabs the board. New York leading by 5. Outside Hardaway. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple. Hardaway's got 11.
Yeah, that's like a layup to Hardaway at this point in his career.
Wallace's shot is good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Back to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Clippers trail by 5. Pass to Harris. Now Zubac. Now here's Wallace. Pulls up at the elbow. Robbed. 1:56 left in the third. Here's Spencer. No points so far. De Silva with a rebound. Wallace outside. Tipped away. In transition, here they come. Shed, that's good. Shed's gotten his second bucket of the game.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Here's Zubac. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
So strong, so tough. He beats the Zubac, absorbs the contact, and goes right through it.
Outside Hardaway. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Zubac screen. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
If you're going to foul Ivica Zubac, you better really foul him. This guy's got great strength.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line. Jones sets a screen. Here's Spencer. Still no points. Pass to Shed. New York working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hardaway. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Fires from way outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Knicks. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Clippers trail by 3. Off the outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Pass to Jokic. Here's Highsmith. Green covering. From about 16, and the basket by Highsmith. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Lets a floater go. And down it goes. 2 points.
Boy, soft touch from LaMelo. That floater game is on point.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Kicks it out to Hardaway. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Knicks lead by 6.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Pass the ball. Out to the right wing. Now here's Avdia, defended by Jones. Avdia, good.
Let's remember, Avdia's 6'9", which means he is quite capable of being effective in the painted area.
Now Jokic to the paint. Ball with a steal. To the middle. There's the steal. For 3, Hardaway. Knocked loose. Clippers trail by 4. Pass to Avdia. The shake. And that's 2 points on the layup. Avdia's got 23.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Jokic. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Back to Okoro. Pass to Avdia to take the lead. Jokic grabs the board.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Here's Shed. Now Jokic. Jokic just overpowering the D.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
There's Ball with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
From deep, Jokic. For 3. The Joker knocks it down.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Back to Avdia. Clock at 4. Pass to Holmgren. Shot from 12. Jokic grabs the board.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Here's Shed. And here's Hardaway. Guarded by Okoro. Wing shot on the way. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
So both teams changing it up here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." Simple message, guys, but an important one.
Thank you for that, Allie. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Holmgren. Rejected by Holmgren.
Holmgren gets the challenge up and sends that thing back.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Here's Ball. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Nikola Jokic.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Pass to Jokic. The 3. That shot off the mark.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Avdia from outside. Yes, sir, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Avdia's got 29 points.
Avdia showing you his catch-and-shoot skills.
Here's Jones. Rejected by Holmgren. Wallace with it. He's picked up by Jones. Pass to Harris. Right wing. Stolen by Jones. And here's Jokic. And the layup is good. Jokic has got 34 points.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Now here's Holmgren. Avdia outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, Avdia plays with such good energy. That by itself sometimes can get you to the foul line.
Good physicality from him in the second half, earning more trips to the line.
The Knicks making a switch here. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Highsmith. Healed for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Avdia with it. Now Harris. Defended by Jones. Harris a screen. Harris on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Buries it from 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside Jones. To the inside. Murray boils. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Now went on ball.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Murray Boyle.
Hits both from the stripe. Now Los Angeles with it. Avdia outside. Screen by Holmgren. Down low. Big Chet throwing it down.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Jones from outside. Ball with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. The lead is 2. Pass to Wallace. Again, the Clippers score.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Shed. Pass to Jokic. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Highsmith. From 18 feet away. Second chance effort. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Such a clever player. Jokic is adept at using his body to get these shooting fouls. And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And Jokic drops them both.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Out to the right wing. Back Back to ball. Pass to Harris. And it's New York with a rebound.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
Hardaway with it. Guarded now by Ball. Goes up at the elbow. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Anba. Outside Holmgren. Shoots a three. Jokic with a rebound. Here's Shed. To take the lead. Money from three.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
Now Holmgren. Tosses it up. Oh, he can't hit it. Here's Shed. Jokic outside. Rejected by Holmgren.
Holmgren meets that one at the rim. Nicely done.
With the shot. Now here's Harris. .141 left in the fourth quarter. Ball fires. Ball sticks the three.
Now LaMelo Ball relishes these moments. That young man has no fear.
Up top, Jokic. Ooh, it doesn't go. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. .103 left to the game. 5 on the clock. And he sinks the jumper.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And they go to the intentional foul. 4-point game. Wallace with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. Now Anba. Clock at 6. Takes a shot. Jokic pulls it down. Now a timeout called by New York. They're trailing by 4. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Both teams making substitutions here. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Hield. The three is in.
Just a massive bucket by Buddy Hield, a guy who has never been afraid of these moments.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he's able to hit the second one. And that'll put him up 2. And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Now Jokic. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.